Hello, welcome back to my channel. This time we're gonna play ELIZA. It's a visual novel, um, a game that's released sometime around 2020, but I thought it's very relevant to how generative AI, chatgpt, and all of those AI based tools are getting more exposure and popularity. So this one is gonna be mental health related, and let's just get on with it.
I had a dream this morning, but I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
It vanished when the alarm went off.
Like how usually
First time
we
that's
are.
happened in a while.
Okay.
I've been drifting away inside my own world for too long.
Oh.
It's time for me to wake up.
Mm-hmm. What are you supposed to do on the light rail? Use your phone, I guess. Let's just look our phone. It's 8:46. And we've got some mails. Evelyn, we want you back. So this is apparently it's an email from a fitness. 971 days. That's like 3 years almost. We've been there. We've been there. Okay, so we are a contractor and contingent staff, proxy level 1, ELIZA Counseling Center, Queen Anne, Seattle, WA. Okay, so this is a job basically, and I believe we're going there now. You will do it. So this is an email we sent to ourselves. I believe in you. This is a very good plot device, right? You will use the people around you. You don't tell, but you would use the people around you that saying, okay, maybe they're going to a new job too today. So implying that we are going to a new job. Okay, what should I be doing here? Should I check in at the front desk? Wait, there's the women I met at the orientation meeting last week.
Hi, you're Evelyn, right?
Yeah.
You remember me? That's impressive.
Uh-huh.
There were a lot of people at that orientation.
Of course. I've done this for a while now, so I'm pretty good at putting names to faces.
Impressive.
People always say they're bad at it, but it's a skill you can practice just like any other.
I guess so, yeah.
In case you forgot though, I'm Ray.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
Come to me with all your questions, comments, complaints, whatever.
So I guess you're my supervisor then.
And if you look around and can't find me, I'm probably at one of the other 2 counseling centers I'm running right now.
Or manager?
So you can count on me being back soon.
3 centers. Sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, it is a lot of work. This is kind of a temporary thing. We're growing fast, and hiring is one of our big challenges. That means there's decent opportunity for advancement here, if that's something you're looking to do.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Shall we start with a quick tour of the office?
Sure. Ray starts with the tastefully appointed lobby. There are a few people already waiting for their counseling sessions to start.
You could say the Queen Anne office is ELIZA's flagship location. It has 12 individual counseling rooms. Currently, we're up to seeing almost 100 clients a day here.
100 clients a day? That's a lot.
100 a day? That's so many.
Yeah.
The growth trend isn't stopping either.
Good for business, I suppose?
Demand for ELIZA keeps exceeding our expectations, especially here in Seattle for whatever reason. We're already looking at adding more capacity here. Either that or opening another location close by. Personally, I think having a single office with 24 counseling rooms might seem a little unfriendly, so I hope we go for a second location.
Yeah, I mean 24 counseling rooms, that's just too many. Even 12 is already a lot.
I like to think of ELIZA centers like cafes or coffee shops. A few small ones is better than one big one.
Well, I get the idea. I mean, like, have a smaller one is better than a big one. I guess so.
Guess so.
Counseling centers like coffee shops? Odd metaphor. Ray leads me into one of the counseling rooms.
And here's where the magic happens, in these little rooms. You'll get your assignments from the ELIZA app on your phone. Oh, one thing to note, it's always a good idea to double check the headset to make sure it's working properly before you dive in.
Okay, yeah, well, that's kind of like doing streaming, right? Like you want to make sure that the headset works. Sound check, video check.
Some quality control issues lately.
Oh, what sort of issues?
After that, all you need to do is initiate the session and follow the instructions.
Yeah.
Make sense so far? Any questions for me?
Seems simple enough.
Seems simple enough.
Yeah, it's really foolproof. Before I go, just a few reminders of things we covered in orientation. No deviating from the script that ELIZA gives you.
Uh-huh.
No checking your smartphone or anything else that would take your attention away from the client during the session.
Nope. All attention focus on your client. Yes, I understand.
I understand.
Ray stops for a moment and looked me
It
over.
looks like you're dressed acceptably as well. Nothing snazzy, but it'll do.
Snazzy. Okay. Good to know. Acceptable.
You wouldn't believe the outfits some people come in here wearing.
I wonder what sort of outfits. Like khaki pants.
Okay, let me double check to make sure you're all set up in the system. Yep, looks like you're all good to go.
All right. Great.
Okay, ready to start your first counseling session as an ELIZA proxy?
So we are an ELIZA proxy. Sure.
Sure.
Don't worry, there's basically nothing you can do to mess it up.
So we just basically have to read through the scripts.
You just follow the prompts. It's a really impressive system.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, have a look around the counseling office first. Get comfortable.
Okay.
I'll check in with you afterward.
Okay, sure. Okay, let's check out our phones. Welcome. So this is a welcome email. Thank you for signing up as an ELIZA proxy. ELIZA is a rapidly growing counseling service driven by the world's most advanced AI. As a proxy, you serve as the personal touch that allows our clients to hear what they need to hear from a real human being, not a robot or virtual avatar like our competitors, not a chatbot, not some metaverse looking person, just a real human, basically. Important, stick to the script by Ed Park. He's the service director. As ELIZA counseling centers continue to open across the country, I want to take a moment to remind all provider proxies. Please avoid deviating from the provided script. I know that it is tempting to come to conclusions about clients on your own, but ELIZA will not work if proxies differ from its judgments. Keep in mind that you are present only in order to provide the human touch to an interaction that is fundamentally between the client and ELIZA. Now you wonder, who's the robot? Who's the machine here? Okay, got it. Stick to the script or prompts. It really looks like a therapist's office in here. Soft lighting, soothing art on the walls. Yeah, I like the lighting. Was this how I imagined it working? I can't remember anymore. Sounds like Evelyn has been involved in this, so she's not like brand new, like it's not brand new, but like she has some sort of a history with ELIZA. The future happened without me. Right, the headset activates. A distant-looking man shuffles into the room and sits down across from me. Okay, so we've got... I imagine she's wearing some sort of a VR sort of headset, right? So we can see this. This is kind of like bootloader, blah blah. And this is what? Biofeedback, the name of the client, the name of the face, heart rate, respiration, focal distress. Oh wow, that's a lot to take. Okay, so this is the response, and we just have to read it, and we don't have any other choice anyway.
Hello, Darren.
Hi.
You found the place okay?
You found the place okay?
Yeah.
Hope you didn't get rained on too much.
No, it was.
This is like a very generic, like conversation. How's the weather? Weather's good. I hope it's not raining too hard.
It's been raining a lot, hasn't it? It's supposed to clear up later today.
Oh, that's good. Little sun once in a while.
I don't know. If I was doing it, I might start out with "How are you?" I guess.
Darren, what brings you here today?
Uh-huh.
Well, I just feel empty inside.
Wow.
Like there was supposed to be something there, but it's missing.
Uh-huh. That went fast.
I go to work. I do my work. I go home, but there's nothing there. I feel like I'm simulating a person. Like I feel like just hollow and like I'm not even alive.
Oh, the music is very getting tense. It's deep for a first client.
Like a ghost or something.
How long have you felt this way? Okay.
How long have you felt this way?
For a long time. I mean, it comes and goes, but the last 2 weeks is when it really started to get bad.
So it's been a while, but then the last 2 weeks is like getting picked up.
It just suddenly came over me the way, the way things are going in this world.
Oh look, the focal distress is 0.4.
There's no future for humanity.
Oh,
There's no journey toward anything.
okay. Mm-hmm.
We're being cruel to each other just to be cruel. The people who run things don't care about anything except themselves and can't stop them.
So it sounds like he's feeling a bit hopeless.
Everyone is driven by greed. Just
Or,
greed.
I don't know. No.
Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to get rich. And we're all gonna die because of it. The damage we're doing to the planet is irreversible.
He feels very strong. And look at this. This is like sentiment analysis. Like judging from the words that he's been using. Or like the sentiment.
We're destroying everything and we can't even manage to stop ourselves.
I guess they're trying to ask what's triggering you to feel this way. But I don't know. I wish the wording is more. Yeah, this is kind of like a bit of a scripted kind of wordings.
Do you remember anything in particular that caused these feelings?
The state of the world is what's causing these feelings.
Yeah, like what he has been telling.
I was on a walk the other day. I thought maybe I could clear my head. And all I could see was construction cranes and new development and oceans of money flowing in, distorting everything. Suddenly the whole city felt so damaged, so corrupted. I felt like I was an alien in a hostile world, a world that hated me. And we're building it. We're building this hell.
So okay, so we're contributing to all of this hell.
Choosing to build it right here. So what's the point?
Uh-huh.
Probably overloaded your system with that, huh? Your machine learning or whatever it is you got going on in there.
I would say generative AI these days.
Let's focus on you for the moment. Are these feelings you're experiencing affecting your ability to function at work?
I haven't been doing a whole lot of work. I just don't understand why I should bother. Why anyone should bother. Nobody in management's noticed yet, but eventually someone will. I'll get fired.
How does thinking about getting fired for that make you feel?
Honestly, I feel good about it. They don't deserve me dragging them down.
Okay.
Everyone there is smart and motivated and has a wonderful, promising career. You have beautiful, successful people. We moved to a swanky new building, expensive area, fancy restaurants, fancy bars.
So it sounds like he's disillusioned about his work.
Everything is nice. Everything is nice and I feel terrible.
Oh, sad face challenge. So that it was discovery before, now it's challenge.
You said you believe your coworkers are happy.
Yeah, I mean way more than I am at least.
Wait, so how do you know that they're happy? It could be that they look happy.
They're all doing so much better than me.
Yeah, why do you say that? What makes you say that?
Why do you say that?
Because they just aren't bothered by things the way I am. You see what's going on in the world and they just share memes about it and laugh and go on doing their jobs.
So he felt that the other people are being indifferent?
The real horror of it doesn't get through to them. They still want to achieve their goals. They're still happy. They're getting promotions and falling in love and getting married and taking these wonderful trips to Japan or Sweden or wherever. Big mountains and expensive food on their timeline.
Would you be happy if you had those things too? That sounds very very materialistic, isn't it? And okay, that doesn't seem to be like what he's been implying.
Would you be happy if you had those things too?
I don't know. I don't have them. I don't have anything to be happy about. Look, all I want is to understand why this is happening, why I'm here.
Sounds like he wants to know about purpose.
And there has to be a reason, right? Because otherwise, why do I exist? Why?
Right. Guy wants to know his purpose.
This pain, this one thing after another, and what's the point? Do I have any cause to be hopeful about anything? Look at this world. Really look and tell me with a straight face that there is.
He's become disillusioned, and there's emptiness. He needs to know about his purpose. He wants to know about his purpose.
Okay, Darren, let's try something. Imagine that things are better for you. What does that look like?
What does that look like? I don't know. It looks like knowing that something matters at all.
Yeah.
But nothing I do will matter. Nothing matters. Not against the face of human indifference.
He wants an actual human connection, I guess. I wouldn't blame him. I mean, like, it's a situation where human connection is like, this is not something that an AI is meant to do. It's
Like right now,
it's way out of the lake yet.
To you as a human being. But I can't. You're just following the script that's been given to you. You're not supposed to say anything on your own. Look, I know how this works.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of AI, machine learning, deep learning, whatever the fuck you're calling it now.
Generative AI.
Look, I'm desperate and I can't even talk to a real human being. How did it end up like this?
Okay, man. Calm down. What? Please try to stay focused. I can't help you if you're speaking clearly. He is speaking clearly. He's just he's agitated.
Please, try to stay focused. I can't help you if you aren't speaking clearly.
No, 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 no. This is so robotic.
No, 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 no. Look, I'm done with this. Like, I shouldn't even have come. This is making me worse.
All right, calm down, calm
Can't you
down.
just talk to me as you? You, the person sitting there. I don't want to talk to a machine. The person who's sitting in front of me, I want her to say something. I want that person to say something, please. Anything, please. Please.
Okay, guy needs human connection.
Please.
Okay. Hi, Darren.
Is that really you?
Yes, it's me. Wow, even this, even the response are like generated by ELIZA. It's not me talking.
Yes, it's me.
You're not following the script right now?
Even they already predicted this kind of interactions.
Wait, say something weird. Say something only a human would say.
Huh.
Darren, I'm going to get in trouble if I deviate from ELIZA for too long.
That sounds like what a weird thing a real human would say.
No, I know.
My real name is Evelyn.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you, Evelyn.
Nice to meet you too, Darren.
I didn't expect you would actually do that. Do that for me.
Okay, at least it sounds like he's calming down.
I'm not used to people doing things for me.
It's great. I feel like this is the little moment where he actually, it seems like we starts to build rapport. Although sadly, even that is not. That's like it's still like a machine response, right?
Okay, Darren. I have some recommendations for you.
Oh wow! Jump straight into intervention already.
Back to the program, huh?
I'm going to send a set of breathing exercises for you to do.
I mean, breathing helps, yes, but if just by breathing you can find your purpose, that sounds very simple, isn't it?
Use them when things start to feel like too much.
Yeah.
You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone.
You're asking your doctor about annexophin. What's an annexophin? What does it do?
Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about anexophyn. Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
I'm not really a big fan of medications, like home medicine, like yeah. But I don't. This is not something that medication helps. I mean, yeah, temporarily, but it won't solve in the long run.
Evelyn. It's a nice name.
Thank you.
Look, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Please confirm that you understand the recommendations.
Yeah, that's very robotic.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren.
That's it? That's fast?
We hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you for speaking with ELIZA, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, session's complete. Oh wow. So we've got badges. We've got badges for completing a session. Wow. That was intense. It was.
Hey, how'd it go?
I don't know.
Why? What happened? Hold on, I can check the log.
Ray takes her phone out of her pocket again.
You're going to listen to the session? Is that okay?
Yeah, is that okay?
Oh yeah, I have privacy clearance. This is still a new service, so we need to be able to monitor sessions for a variety of reasons.
True, but I wonder, I mean, it is a data after all. I guess you do need to limit the number of people who can have access to the data. So hopefully not everyone can see it, but
There could be bugs in the software we need to examine more closely. We're pretty upfront about all this.
well, they're mostly concerned about the tech side of things.
One of these guys. Yeah, we get people in who demand to speak to a real human being. It happens often enough that we made ELIZA capable of handling it with a special script.
Okay, so it was engineered.
It's nice to know things are working as designed.
Huh, that's a pretty slick feature. I wouldn't have thought to create something like that. This Evelyn sounds like she's had history with ELIZA for sure.
Do you think that guy will be okay? He seemed pretty unhappy.
Who knows? Hopefully he gets his prescription and takes his meds and answers our follow-up reminders, but it's tough. We can't make them take their meds or come in when they're supposed to. All we can do is suggest those things, tell them they really ought to be doing it. Ultimately, they're the ones who have to decide to follow the plan. It's kind of a shame. I wish we had more leverage. We'd help way more people if we could track their compliance.
Though I'm not too sure. Okay, I mean, we could have check in with the clients, right? Like, how do you feel if we assign you this and that? Kind of like, so it's not just like a one-way kind of prescription, but more of a partnerships, right? Because we work together. Unless the relationship is that of ELIZA, like the counseling service as a expert, quote unquote, and then the client is more of a patient or more on the let's just receive it, like a more of a passive role. But it should be like a two-way communication. The client should be able to give feedback, and the counseling should, like, take that feedback, the client's feedback, into consideration.
But that's probably too much to ask for at this point.
I think he might have needed way more help than ELIZA can give. Is there anything like referring clients to other forms of care?
Yeah, this is good. It's a valid point. Ray looks a little surprised.
Well, there is a disclaimer before every session saying if your problems are really serious, we aren't qualified to address them.
So what sort of problems that are really serious then? That one before, just it sounds serious.
I think an external care referral feature was on our development roadmap at some point. I'm not sure what happened with that, actually. Maybe I'll ask Ed next time I see him.
I wish I could have said something other than what it told me to.
Yeah, I totally know how it feels. A really intense client like that can be intimidating, and you're motivated to help them. But to succeed as a proxy, you really need to let go and let ELIZA do its thing.
So basically, just become a robot and provide your voice to ELIZA. Yeah,
I know that not having any choice feels weird, but sometimes life is like that.
Not having a choice feels weird. Are we becoming voluntarily relinquishing our freedom? Is that it?
Sometimes you don't have any choices and you just have to follow directions. Most jobs are like that, honestly. That's just how it works.
Okay, it just sounded like he could use more help. Like, maybe right away.
Believe me, I understand. I've been a proxy plenty of times myself.
Okay.
When people get emotional, it's hard not to feel for them really strongly. But that's exactly why ELIZA works. It evaluates from a more distant perspective, a neutral perspective. Besides, if proxies started offering their own opinions, well, that'd just be a big mess. Not to mention there'd be all kinds of problems with liability.
Well, yeah, in the business side, I do understand the pros and cons.
Still, I get it. I really do. That was definitely more intense than the average session. Why don't you take a few minutes to center yourself again? Have some tea or coffee and take a few deep breaths. No rush, okay?
Sure.
Okay, sure.
That was a lot. I definitely need a moment. Oh, a message. Hi, Nora. Have you been? Fine, I guess. Because there's nothing else to say. Fine. That's it. That's good. Started a new job finally. Oh yeah, it's good you found work again. What is the work? Thanks. It's just an office job. How about you? I'm doing quite well. Actually, I have something to tell you about. This is maybe sudden, but can you meet up after work today? It would be great to talk about it face to face. Uh, oh? That would be like, oh. Yeah, you will see. Also, you should come to my show. I'll send you a flyer, yeah? Sure. I didn't realize you were playing shows now. That's why you should come. Alright, okay. Let's just make a non-committal answers and we'll see whether we're in the mood of coming or not. Okay. I'll take a few minutes to calm down like Ray suggested. Maybe I could play some solitaire. Yeah, there's a solitaire games in the phone. Oh, wait, what? We've got new mails. What? Ray Bukhari. Also, that was Ray. Just for some wider context, this is a nice article about our efforts from a year and a few months ago. It's a little outdated by now, but still relevant. I've got a little cameo on it. Skanda poised to capture the growing demand for mental health services. Skanda claims the in-person format is superior to online counseling, as it brings more of a human touch to the sessions. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, like, it just looks like it's human, which, I don't know. An obvious chatbot recommending a course of action is one thing, says Ray Bukhari, manager of the Queen Anne Counseling Office. A real human being looking you in the eye and telling you the same thing is another. There's more immediacy there, more sincerity. Oh wait, I thought we were wearing that kind of VR headsets. How can you see them eye to eye then? Proponents of ELIZA and other mental wellness apps say their reduced cost and increased efficiency is needed at a time when more people than ever are struggling with mental health. Well-being aside, we've got our data's owned by a multinational corporation already. Facebook. Okay, we've got another mail. So this is the flyer from Nora. January 17. Damien Seabrook Memorial Fund Year 3 update. Okay, so this guy has passed away. Tragic passing. And so they set up, they set up a memorial fund in support to the causes he worked so hard. So it sounds like the causes are mental health, like readily available for as many people as possible, and in making tech workers in a better working condition, as well as development of free open source software for therapeutic curative purposes. Okay. Let's see what this app does. Think back to what brought you here. Think back to what brought you here. It has a nice ring to it, and it has a calming music. Time for the next session. I hope this one is a little easier on my nerves. Yeah, the first one was really intense. Okay, logging in. Oh, we've got Maya. Yeah, see, it's an AR headset, right? So I thought we've got kind of like a VR kind of thing. I wish I can have a look. Mm, hello, Maya. Welcome back. Okay, so this is a repeat customer.
Hello, Maya. Welcome back.
Hi. Yes, I'm back.
Rainy out there today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good thing I put on my extra big raincoat this morning.
Mm,
Thankfully, it's supposed to clear up later.
how do you know that?
Well, gonna look weird with my giant coat tonight. Cool, cool, cool.
Okay,
What
what
brings
brings
you
you
here
here?
today, Maya?
Yeah, what brings you here today?
Right now I'm just nervous. I have the nerves.
Ah, you wanna calm down, are you?
I've been trying to get my career off the ground for so long, like a really long time. And I still feel like I'm stuck on level 1 and... Sorry, I know we've talked about all this before. I probably don't need to go over it again.
Mm-hmm. So, if this is the same issue, I mean, okay, it's too early to say, right? Because it could be that she didn't do what Eliza is recommend her to do, or Eliza didn't handle her quite well.
Anyway, there's this conference that's happening next week, right? Like media professionals, something. That's bad enough for my anxiety, but I was also invited to this party thing. It's like dinner and then a party. I'm not sure how it's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
The point is, there's gonna be a lot of big, important, famous people there.
Mm-hmm.
Like people that I really look up to. People with big followings online and lots of fans and all of that. All of that.
Mm-hmm.
And how does that make you feel?
I feel like, why? Like, why was I invited to this?
Mm.
I'm nobody. I am a serious, gigantic nobody.
Okay.
I don't have a show I'm doing or any collections out or a webcomic everybody loves.
Where does this coming from?
I mean, I tried to do those things, but nobody cared. I don't have fans or followers. I'm not even sure I have friends, like, for real friends.
Do you feel worthy of being invited?
I tried. I do try. I put my art online and update my social media accounts, and I try to post consistently like they say to do, but yeah, I'm still in that, like, purgatory zone, just waiting to be discovered.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like I was invited to this party thing as a way for someone to be mean to me, to remind me how successful everyone else is.
You feel... So it sounds like she felt more pressure for being invited to this party because everyone else is more successful than she is.
Why am I even going to it? I mean, I know I should, to meet people and make connections or something.
Is meeting people and making connections your goal?
Well, I think it is. Networking? I'm supposed to do networking, right? I really have no idea what networking is. Hello, I'm Maya. I do comics and art and I write and stuff, and I have lots of characters and ideas, and would you like to give me money and I'll do those things for you? Hi, I'm cool. Please like me. like me, hire me. Oh God, I hope they like me. I really, really hope I make a good impression at this thing.
Are you actually anxious that you're not making a good impression?
Of course, knowing the way things usually go for me, I'll fuck it up massively somehow. I'll fall into the fondue pot or throw up on someone, something like that. I don't know if there's actually going to be fondue there.
Well, why did...
You sound a little concerned or afraid.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm terrified. What if they suddenly remember I'm a failure and shouldn't be drinking their booze and breathing their air?
Okay, at this point, we need to ask them if actually ask them if this has happened before. Like, ask their, challenge their belief actually.
Eventually someone's gonna realize I'm not hip enough to be at this thing.
Like, show the evidence, or not challenge the belief, but more like, okay, show evidence that this happened, that what she's telling, the story she's telling is actually true. We need the evidence. Again, this is just an approach in coaching.
Maybe it'll be polite, like a gentle tap on the shoulder. Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but notice that you suck and are terrible. That's obviously just my anxiety talking. I know it won't go like that literally. But it could be like that in a figurative sense.
Okay, Maya. I want you to imagine things going well. What does that look like?
Going well? Well, that would be a first for me. I suppose going well at this party means people start to learn about who I am. And maybe some of them help me with my career, and maybe some of them become my friends. Like, I want to be noticed as a creator, but I also want friends who are cool. That sounds super basic. You know what I mean? Is it okay to want that? I hope it is.
Well, then another question would be, what kind of people, like your ideal friends, would hang out at?
I want to be part of, like, a group. And we like each other and support each other. And maybe the things I make won't be as good as the things they're making, but I hope they see my work and see me. Yeah, that's what I want.
Right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is...
What do you think it'll take to get to this ideal scenario?
Well, probably takes me being a different person than the one I am. Someone who's cool and alluring and has that air of mystery instead of being some kind of scrawny, nervous wreck. Someone with style and grace and poise. Someone who can walk into a room and own it. God, I wish I could do that.
Okay, so it sounds like you've established where you want to be, like where you want to go, right? So, okay, how can we do that then?
But only when I wanted to, because I also wish I could disappear when I wanted to.
All right.
I know that's a little contradictory. Sorry.
Okay, I have some recommendation. Let's see, what do you have?
Okay, Maya. I have some recommendations for you. First, I'm going to suggest a set of stress management exercises for you to do. You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. They may be able to help you with your nervousness.
Another drug? Why? What is liposinol 2?
Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about liposinol 2.
Another medication to make you feel better?
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Drugs. Yes. Whatever you said that was called, I am on it.
Yeah, I don't think... Again, it sounds like whatever she's being given, or like whatever the client's being given, it's kind of like a short-term kind of thing.
You will get a reminder to check in with
Like,
us in a few weeks.
Like it helps for the short term, but not in the long term.
I always do. I always get the reminder. I mean, not that I always act on it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure this actually work. Like,
Thank you, Maya.
she is, instead of going to this ELIZA, like she needs a coaching. Yep, this is something. This is an area where stress management. That's something that she could work with a coach, really. Like, she just established a goal, like she wants to be that person. So that's already a goal there. So what's the set of action that you can do?
We hope to see you back soon.
Like, instead of prescribing more medication.
Yeah, don't you say this every time?
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Okay. Our second session complete. Oh yay, we got a tip. Badges. And this is so gamification. Look at the badges. And this level ups. Client ratings, client tip.
How are you feeling? That was definitely along the lines of a more typical client.
Huh. Did you just watch on our session?
You watched that one too?
I couldn't bear the thought of you getting 2 really intense clients in a row. I just wanted to make sure everything went smoothly.
Right.
Thanks, Ray.
Are you getting used to the system now?
Yeah, I feel
I
it's kind
still
of
feel like
restrictive.
It's kind of restrictive. I wish I could interpret what Eliza prompts instead of reading it exactly.
Yeah, it's like I said, a lot of new proxies run into this. They'll say, if only I could just talk to them for real, if only I could say what I really wanted to say. That's a really common feedback point.
You're never tempted to break away from the script yourself?
Nah, it's just not part of the job, you know? I learned to compartmentalize pretty early on, and that always served me well. People overestimate their own abilities. Have you ever had an interaction with a stranger where he clearly thinks he's getting along with you way better than he actually is?
Hasn't everyone?
Sure, hasn't everyone?
It's like that. People like to think they can play therapist. It seems easy if all you know is the movie version. You know, where you get paid to sit there with your notepad and say, I see, or every once in a while. The reality is, active listening takes a lot of work.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Like, you have to be focused. Like, that time is reserved for your client. It takes a lot of work and practice for active listening. Actively listening to your client.
It's much easier to just zone out a little bit and let Eliza run things. It's kind of meditative in a way. You just follow the prompts.
And relinquish the responsibility, I guess.
I know computers telling you what to do has this negative connotation to it, and people who want to criticize us call it dystopian or whatever. But it's like any technology. It's a tool.
Yeah, it's a tool, but why do I feel like we are being a tool for a tool? As a proxy, I mean. Ray looks thoughtful for a moment. Don't you think so?
Either way, you're doing fine so far, Evelyn. This is a busy day, too. We might break our single-day record if no one cancels.
Oh, yay, more sales.
Is volume especially high right now?
It is, yeah. It really rose around the beginning of the year. We've been in the press a lot lately, so it could be that. Could be it's New Year's resolutions, too. People coming in, wanting to sort their lives out once and for all. This year is the year I'm really going to start addressing my problems. I mean, I get that. I do the same thing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, remember that email she sent to herself? You can do it.
Anyway, I told you it was simple, right? Just keep up the good work following those prompts, and you'll be leveling up in no time.
Oh, wow. Thanks for the encouragement. This year is the year I'm really going to start addressing my problems. I definitely remember thinking that. I remember thinking that 3 years in a row. I agreed to meet up with Nora at a cafe nearby. Oh, it's just cute, komorebi. I almost didn't recognize her when she came in and sat down at my table.
Evelyn! It's been so long since the last time I saw you in person.
Hello, Nora. She used to stick to a very subdued and professional look. Guess she really wanted to put those days behind her.
It's definitely been a while. 3 years?
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Feels like no time at all.
Well, I'm glad you're back doing something. But you didn't tell me what the new job is.
Oh, well, it's, being a proxy counselor for ELIZA.
You're kidding me. That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not quite sure why I did it. Maybe I thought I'd be able to see things in a new light.
Huh.
Wait, so do the people at the counseling office know?
She definitely has some history with Eliza, this Evelyn.
No, not yet. I should tell them, probably. I don't know.
It's fun to have it to be a secret.
It's fun to have it be a secret. I'm sure it'll get out eventually, one way or another.
Yeah, it probably will. Evelyn, how are you these days? I mean, really, how are you?
Well, let's make it a bit positive, right? I'm better.
I'm better. Not by a lot, but still better.
Uh-huh.
I knew you were working at that bookstore for a while, but other than that, it's like you dropped off the edge of the planet.
Well, I wasn't up to much.
I checked your social media once in a while, but nothing.
Sometimes you do want that, like getting out of the grid. Like just do your own thing.
Not that I blame you. I hate all those apps.
Yeah, I deleted them.
I struggle to find the words to talk about what happened, but they don't come.
I don't know what happened. It's like...
There's something dark in my mind, blocking me when I try to go there. Okay, that sounds like there's something with Evelyn as well, right? Like there's something, it's something that block her. A void.
I guess I'm still not ready to talk about it yet.
Yeah.
It's okay. Take the time you need. I'm sorry, Evelyn. I knew you were in a difficult place after what happened, and I wanted to say something. But I worried that maybe you don't want to hear from anyone from your past.
Oh. Okay, so Nora is someone from her past as well, so she's related to Skanda, Eliza? Maybe?
Maybe you wanted to be left alone and not reminded of the old job.
Well, it's nice to know you were thinking of me.
It's nice to know you were thinking of me.
Well, I'm glad. I was kind of going through a lot myself last couple years.
That's right. What about you? How is your life these days? What's it like being a rock star?
It's a lot of work, actually. I have to prepare for the show next week. I have 2 collaborations ongoing, and I'm applying for funding for another, a big one.
Ah, that sounds like a busy one.
I'm also advising on an art activism group that makes art installations to challenge people to think about the ways technology is affecting their lives.
Ah, that's important.
Oh yeah, and I'm working on this, kind of like it's a granular synthesis engine, but with a new twist to it.
Okay, so Nora seems to be like she was, or at least she is, a woman in tech as well.
It should be interesting.
Granular synthesis. Sorry, I don't know what that is.
It's a way to make sounds out of smaller sounds called grains. Maybe it's better to show you than to explain in words.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you're busy but happy.
Sounds like you're busy, but happy.
Yeah, it's good. Well, I make less money than I used to, but I don't care. Old me might have worried about that. Not anymore, though. Sometimes I do take a little contract coding work, but I'm making most of my rent with booking fees and selling music and so on.
Oh, that's great.
Kind of crazy. Kind of scary, but good.
If it makes you happy, it seems worth it. You really went your own way.
You really went your own way. You're a trailblazer.
Ah.
I couldn't stay where I was. Listen, I hope you can get away from the industry too, at some point. That reminds me what I was going to tell you about. Our old boss is back on his bullshit.
Rainer? Soren?
Soren Lloyd Rose. Celebrated psychologist, entrepreneur, and creepo.
Ah. Creepo?
Creepo?
He wasn't ever weird around you? Did I ever tell you about the time that he hit on me with a story about past lives and the thread of destiny?
Okay. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh, this is a good one. Okay, it was early on when the team was still pretty small. 7 or 10 people maximum.
Okay, so this is in the early stage of Skanda, I suppose.
He'd gone out with some executives to dinner, and who knows what else. He came back to the office super late. I think it was like at least 11, maybe later. And the whiskey smell was just surrounding him. Like he jumped into a whiskey bathtub with his clothes on. Maybe he'd like to do that, I don't know. Anyway, I was still there for some reason. I was in the crunch mindset.
Mm-hmm. So overworking, by the way.
He came over to my desk and started to mumble about... I don't even know how to describe it. Just this nonsensical rambling. He started by saying how much he hated businessmen, how ridiculous they are, that they don't know anything. He said that a few times. Then he said he could see my soul, that I was like a reincarnated spirit of... I don't remember, he said some name.
Uh-huh.
Like a person's name?
Like a mythological name. I didn't hear it very well, but it was like a Buddhist spirit or deity or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Then he goes on to say how he and I, all of us on the team, we're all these reincarnated spirits sent to relieve human suffering at the end of the world.
Hmm.
And we're connected by a thread of destiny that draws us to each other again and again over multiple lifetimes.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, even so, I don't think this is something you would want to just randomly say to other people, right? Whether you believe on it or not.
He talked about it like it was just like a red string you could see. So I'm thinking, is this like some kind of pickup technique?
Well, I don't blame her if she thinks it that way, I guess.
You know how people will talk to you and say, "Oh, you are the reincarnation of an ancient goddess or something," just because they are horny.
And he's tried that exact line. Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah, totally. Guys will try anything.
He went on some more like that for a while, and I didn't know what to do. I wanted to leave, but he was blocking me where he was standing. So I couldn't simply go. I had to keep listening to him.
Oh no, poor you.
Finally, he mentioned that he would be open to the possibility of sleeping with me.
Oh, damn.
You're kidding.
No, not at all. Of course, we never talked about it after that. Certainly, I would not bring it up.
Yeah, that is harassment, borderline-ish. Yeah, it's not comfortable at all.
I wonder if he even remembers. Nothing like that happened again. But I think it was because I took care to not be around if it seemed like he was going to be drunk at the office. I wonder if he's still that way. I'm sure he is.
Wow.
And now he's back. Isn't it exciting? He messaged me the other day wanting to talk to me about some new startup he's putting together.
Oh?
He left Skanda?
He's planning to. It's a secret for now. He asked me to join, and I said no, there's absolutely no way.
No, not after all of that, no.
Maybe a long time ago I'd be interested in a chance to start a new company with someone famous like Soren at the top. You know, a time when I'd put up with his shittiness because I believed in what we were doing. Change the world, you know the speech. Or, if we didn't change the world, at least we might get rich trying. I don't think that way anymore. I'm tired of the tech business. I'm tired of what guys like him represent. This industry can have fun eating itself and everything around it, causing as many problems as it solves. I don't want to be a part of it. It took me a while to see it, but I feel some responsibility for the world we live in now.
This kind of like circles back to what that Darren, the first client, said, right? Like, look at this mess we're living in and we build it. And yeah, this resonates a lot. I feel some responsibility for the world we live in now because she created that. She was in tech before, and now she sees that how the tech industry becomes like that because she used to be one of them.
You've really changed, Nora.
It doesn't feel like I've changed. It just feels like I know more about myself than I used to. I want to be creative. be myself to the maximum.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, girl.
Now I know you weren't lying about leaving social media because I posted about this. A lot.
Yeah, I guess I missed it.
A lot can happen in 3 years.
Hmm.
Now I just hope maybe I could talk to other people who are in the same situation I was in. I want young people, especially women, to know that yes, it is possible to get rich by working with guys like Soren. But there is a big cost too. And there's always a cost. Maybe a cost you didn't think about before. Or maybe it's a cost you thought you would be okay with paying, but then when the debt comes due, you realize, oof, it's bigger than you thought.
Nora pauses for a moment. I wonder what that cost was for her.
Now that's my conclusion. But you, on the other hand, you should go and say hello to him.
Oh, why? So that he can pick up on me? On us?
To Soren.
Yeah, he's giving this big keynote talk next week, you know? It's the reveal of his new startup. Many people will be watching.
Oh, yeah, why should I go to that?
Why should I go to that?
It will be interesting, don't you think? You're already working as a proxy for ELIZA. That must be giving you some new perspectives. Now you'll get to see what Soren believes the next step is. Don't tell me you're not the least bit curious.
I don't know. Maybe I am. It's free to attend?
Of course not. It's at one of those conferences you pay thousands of dollars to get into. But lucky for you, I have an all-access pass.
How?
Here, take it.
Really? Are you sure?
How?
Yeah, he had one sent to me.
Of course.
As if there's any way I would go to a snake person convention like that.
Snake person. Snake person.
Snake person.
Ah, you know, people who are like snakes. Venture capitalists. Biz dev.
Okay.
If you're so against it, why do you think I should go?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because I already made my decision. You need to go make yours.
Ah, okay.
You're coming out from the cave you were in for the last 3 years, and you need to decide what you're going to do next, right?
Okay, fair enough. Nora leans over the table toward me, a serious look in her eyes.
Evelyn, you're one of the smartest people I've met in my whole life. I'm serious.
Oh, thank you.
I've seen the way you approach things like this. You're going to research and learn as much as you can. And only then, when you feel like you know enough, you'll make your decision. 'Cause now
Researcher, true and true.
you have more to contribute to the world. But you want to know you're contributing the right things, the right way. I've always admired that about you. Anyway, I should get going. I have a rehearsal for a show to get to. It was really good to see you, though. Really, really good.
Oh, thank
I
you.
promise not to be a stranger anymore, okay?
Nora dashes off to her rehearsal. She's a busy person now. Busy but happy, it seems like. Is that the secret? Keep yourself busy. Komorebi, I wonder what that means. I should try to study Japanese again. One more thing that fell away. So, remember Evelyn's name is Evelyn Aubrey Ishino? So she has a Japanese heritage there. Let's see, what's the email? Kabubu the Solitaire's Heart. There's a reason they are called patience games. The trick is to not get ahead of yourself. Sometimes what seems like easy forward progress is actually something that's going to get you irrevocably stuck. You know, like life. Think carefully before each move and you'll start winning games. I remember you had a good head for this kind of thing back in school, so I dare say you might just need to get into that mindset again. You can do it. M3. Meredith M. Mercer, dramaturge and game designer extraordinaire, Saitama, Japan. Okay, so this person works in Japan. Interview. Hey, seems like my original message might have gotten lost in the shuffle. Believe me, I know how it is, so I'm looping back around on this. Any interest in speaking with me about the origins of parametric therapy and ELIZA in particular? See below. Greetings, I'm trying to track down a certain Evelyn Ishino Aubrey, who was one of the principal developers of the ELIZA system from Skanda. Is that you? If not, apologies and please ignore. I'm something of a cultural commentator who's looking to write about the early origins of parametric therapy. Oh, so that's what it is, parametric therapy, and where it's gone from there. Does it deliver on its promise? What do the people who work on it think of it now? On a more general level, how has introducing increasing levels of automation into human life affected us? This sounds like an interesting topic. There are some well-known names that seem to grab all the press and speaker slots when it comes to this subject, but I'm interested in speaking with people who might have a different perspective, maybe a more skeptical or even subversive perspective. If you're willing to participate, just let me know and we can set something up in person or online, whichever works best for you. It could be a great opportunity for you to get your side of the story out there. Okay? What a day. Been a while since I've done that much in a single day. At least now I can relax. Oh, Ray. Hello, why are you chatting me in at night? Just curious, what kind of cookies do you like? Cookies? Yeah. Oh, Huh? That's a lot of choice. Chocolate chip? Ah, the classic. I bake cookies for the team now and then. And I try to mix it up so everyone gets their favorite at least once. Isn't that a lot of cookies? It is, but I enjoy making them. The thing about baking is, once you start, it's pretty easy to just keep going. You have everything out, so you might as well do multiple batches. And the cleanup takes more or less the same amount of time. Ah, I see. It's fun. Baking, huh? Cooking in general is something I feel like I could try to get better at some point. Ah, Nora, so nice to see you today. Hey, good seeing you too. We should do that more often. Oh yeah, we should. Why not? I know I said I don't miss working at a big company, but I do miss our old crew sometimes. Yeah. I write software for myself now. It's so much better. Come to my show though. You're coming, right? Please come. Please. 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 Nora. What? You're funny. I certainly am. Okay, now I'm really exhausted. Why is it even just texting with people such an effort? Oh God, believe me, I know how it feels. There are times when, just communicating or like texting feels like you don't have that energy. So we finished chapter 1, now we're going to chapter 2. One Mind 2.0, Escalating the Wellness Revolution. And I feel like we've got some emails going on. Oh, and Mary Aubrey. Who's this? Oh, Mom! Are you still mad at me? Nevertheless, I hope you are doing well. Mom. Okay, so what's going on? ELIZA counseling services to be introduced in Redmond middle and high schools. Okay, so that's a great initiative, right? You want to introduce about mental health issues to students. But the gist of it is that schools are partnering with ELIZA and it will be rolled out as a chats. And we got to know that from our mom. No wonder Nora didn't want to come here. I'm not sure I could take something like this seriously myself. Maybe that's why Soren is successful and I'm not. Am I late? Looks like the talk is already happening. Ugh, this place is packed. I'll just stand at the back. This is like a typical, those keynote kind of talk. stadium.
So, to get back to my original point, the current state of the art is AI-driven counseling, typified by apps like ELIZA. Let's talk about the model here for a second.
He looks a little haggard. I wonder if he's okay. Is he okay?
It all begins with data. You collect all the data you can.
Yeah, I see face and head tracking, audio analysis, and then NLU, sentiment analysis. Yeah, so the one on the left hand side is a sentiment analysis. Transparency mode, email and chat histories. Oh, so basically it's not like they have those... Never mind.
From base level metrics like heart rates, body temperature, blood pressure, to higher order metrics like hand movement, head movement, gaze aversion. If the client lets you, you'll want to pull from their digital life too, their message histories and email, their search histories, and online behavior.
Okay, that's a bit too much, but hey.
It's all potentially valuable. Then you compare the client's responses to relevant data from thousands of other clients and build a model of the client's psychological state.
Okay.
This approach has worked well so far. ELIZA is still the best and most advanced version, but that's just my personal opinion. For those of you who don't know, I was the team lead and chief psychologist for the ELIZA project at Skanda for a number of years.
Ah, okay, so he's the chief psychologist that's spearheading the ELIZA. Taking credit for all of it, I see.
Now, even though this is a proven approach, there are two weaknesses I'm going to highlight. One is the data I was just talking about. You're completely dependent on that. Collect as much as you can, sure, but it's important to keep in mind that you can have all the data in the world and still not understand why things work the way they do. And that's important for us to know, because if we have something that works, but we're not sure why, then what do we actually understand about ourselves?
Okay, makes sense.
The crucial step after data is the model. The data needs to be used to validate a model. If you can't make a model, you're finished.
Yeah, I mean, like, that data must mean something, isn't it?
If that sounds like basic, obvious science to you, it is. But I was surprised to find out just how many people from the tech sector don't think this way. I suppose you don't need to understand why something works in order to make it into a product and sell it.
I suppose you don't need to understand why something works in order to make it into a product and sell it. But it's better if you understand, right?
Obviously, though, if you had mastery of the underlying details, you'd be able to adjust the process and potentially make it work even better.
Oh, this changed. I didn't realize that. The audience is getting impatient. Clearly, they're expecting something big.
One further note while I'm discussing modeling. Many of the startups trying to address mental health right now are completely ignoring the insights provided by the field of traditional psychology. They do so at their own peril. Many of you know already, but as a brief personal aside, I was a professor of psychology before I joined the tech world. I'm continually stunned at how little the tech heads know or even care about the hundreds of years of psychological research that has gone on in my field.
The clash between the tech and non-tech?
That's something I can talk about at length, perhaps another time. For now, I'll move on to the other weakness I mentioned. This is the real one, the big one. It's treatment. A system like ELIZA can tell what's wrong with a client to a certain level of accuracy, but it doesn't quite know how to turn that into a comprehensive treatment plan.
As we've seen in the first episode, in the first chapter.
It can suggest therapeutic programs and activities, and soon it might even issue its own prescriptions without having to go through a doctor or a psychiatrist. Well, as long as the FDA continues to look upon us favorably.
This is an American thing, right? Food Drug Association? Correct me if I'm wrong.
But those are blunt instruments compared to what I'm going to talk about next.
Maybe this is it. Is he going to go where I think he is?
Many of you know there's a technology still in its infancy called direct stimulation. For those of you who haven't heard of it, direct stimulation is a way of creating sensations within the brain with targeted electrical impulses.
Okay.
Imagine an augmented reality headset, but instead of working on your eyes, it stimulates the brain in such a way as to induce a specific dream. A spring meadow, for example. This sounds fantastical, I know, but progress on this technique has been occurring faster than you think. We're actually quite close to a workable demonstration model. How is that possible? Well, first of all, we only suggest an overall feeling. Your own brain does most of the work, just as it does in your dreams. It fills in all of the visual details using its own set of memories and expectations.
Ah, so this is what everyone came to hear.
Induced dreams via direct stimulation can contain all the therapeutic content of VR therapy without the need to create realistic graphics or other content.
Wait, what? So now we're talking about VR therapy. So from AI, now we're talking VR therapy. I mean, the premise is not bad, but still...
Instead, it harnesses the brain's creative power to dream up the situation for itself.
Okay, sorry. So it's not VR, but instead it harness. So basically, we stimulate, and then our brain is supposed to be the one who dream up the situation.
Combine that with the insights we gain from parametric therapy systems like ELIZA, and you have a complete end-to-end, fully automated system.
The premise sounds okay.
It should be clear now that this heralds a revolution in how we treat, how we think about mental health.
I don't know. I'm still a bit not convinced with the lack of human communication.
And with mental health challenges on the rise across the globe, it couldn't come at a more crucial time. So, that's why today, right here, I'm announcing Aponia, a new company to make induced dreaming a reality and end human suffering as we know it.
Oh, he's starting a new company.
I should note that I remain on good terms with Skanda. In fact, they're a minority investor in this new venture. But still, I'm very much going my own way on this. It's no secret that Rainer and I don't always agree. And that's why we mutually decided I should pursue this paradigm shift on my own.
Rainer? Who's Rainer?
As for details on the venture itself, I don't have anything specific to announce at this time other than that the technology is real and working in prototype form already.
Alright.
But you can be sure to hear more from me on that soon. Thank you.
As Soren finishes up, people hold up their phones to take photos and video. This feels more like a press conference than a talk.
Now, I can take a very limited number of audience questions.
Very limited number meaning 1? The crowd starts to surge toward him. He's going to be mobbed. My plan to find him after the talk isn't going to work. I need to get out of here. I don't know what I was thinking coming to this. Whatever my element is, this is not it. I should just get out of here before anybody recognizes me. Except, as I attempt to do that, I happen to spot another man I know. He emerged from an elevator in the lobby just as I walk by. I keep my head down. Maybe he won't see me. Surely he's busy and distracted, right?
Well, look who's here. It's like I've seen a ghost.
Oh, yeah. Jauren Reiner Tsai, Chairman and CEO, Skanda Corporation. Okay, so he's the guy. He's Rainer.
Good to see you too, Rainer.
Where are you these days? I lost track after you left us.
Nowhere.
Nowhere? Nowhere is no place to be. Come by the new office sometime. You should see where we're taking ELIZA.
Sure?
Sure.
Good. Sarah will set something up for next week.
Do you know that we've been working as a proxy in one of the office? He glances at the person standing behind and to the side of him, presumably Sarah. She nods almost imperceptibly.
See you then.
I agreed before I could think about it. What's this all about? What does Rainer want with me? We didn't interact much at all when I worked there. I didn't think he would even remember me. I've hardly done anything, and things feel like a tangled mess already. She just came there and everything's like, what? A lot of tech companies have become interested in mental health lately. It's a fast-growing field now. Or maybe it's just a gold rush. Everything's gold rush now these days. Conferences like this always make me nervous. I feel like everyone's looking at me, even though I know they're probably not. I need to get out of here. Soren's talk is being rebroadcast here. Seems like he really made waves. I'm sure that was his intent, so good for him. Okay, let's see. What? Reminder, contractor parking. Due to limited space, contractors are not issued scander parking passes. Do not attempt to park in scander lots without a pass. Your vehicle will be towed. Please find street parking around the area or use one of the many mass transit options available. We are aware parking is an issue and are looking into securing additional parking at our Queen Anne and Bellevue locations. But currently there is no timetable for extra spaces becoming available. Apologies for the inconveniences. Right, so much for, like, you know, treating the contractors. Oh, okay. Listen actively. So you have to listen, even though you cannot give any response. You just have to listen. Basically, good customer service. At least I don't have to think to do my job. You just have to read the prompt, right? And act like, still give that, you know, customer service. Oh, hello, Gabriel.
Hope you didn't get rained on too much on your way here.
A little, but it was fine. I'm used to it.
Everyone seems to be used to it.
Most people here seem to get used to it, yes.
Yeah, they have to, don't they? Not much of a choice, unless you move away.
So, what brings you here today?
So, what brings you here today?
Well, I don't know where to start. I've never really done this kind of thing before, you know, counseling.
Uh-huh.
That's okay. Start wherever you like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm about to be a father, and my wife is due in a few months.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's what everyone says. Congratulations, congratulations. I get this tension, this restless feeling when people say that. It's like a curse or something. Congratulations.
Sounds like you might be uncertain about that.
Maybe. I've tried to be a good husband, and I'm gonna do my best to be a good father too, but I don't know, there's something bothering me about...
Uh-huh.
I'm balancing a lot of things right now. Work, family, expectations. Everyone has something they want from me. Everyone wants me to do this or that, behave a certain way. It's just annoying. Being a father. What if I don't want this?
Right, you don't want to be a father.
Why do you think you might not want this?
We all have things we don't talk about. Things we would rather keep secret.
Yeah, so I feel like there's something, and we can find out about it when we develop rapport with him, but this is his first time, right?
Things that might upset our families if they knew about them. It's unfair.
That's all I'm saying. It's unfair that we expect each other to be perfect when there's more going on. I can't stand it when people act like they're pure, like they've never touched a bad thing in their whole lives. And then these people around me think they can tell me how to act, what I'm supposed to do, and I'm like, yo, don't you know you have your own shit to deal with? Why do you have to pick on me all the time? This whole fatherhood thing is just, you know what being a father is to me? It's about providing and protecting, taking responsibility. The world is dangerous, and sometimes the dangers can be hard to see. My duty is to protect. I'm gonna take that seriously.
Yeah, you gotta.
Everything I do, I take it seriously. So I don't get why people are worried about my ability to do that.
What makes
you think people are worried about your ability to do that?
Because everyone thinks I'm trying to escape my responsibilities. Everyone is so quick to judge. Here's a story, okay? The other day, Selena, that's my wife, Selena and I were at a get-together. Her family, my family, a few families we both know, right?
Okay.
Grilling out on the back deck, you know, that kind of thing. Everyone was more or less chill, right? But then, late in the afternoon, the baby stuff starts coming up. Once one of them brings up babies, it's just all babies all the time. Babies. And because of my wife, they start saying, oh, giving birth is gonna hurt so bad. It might tear your skin. Just these kind of gross things.
Yeah, I mean, you said it was a family gathering, right? That's not something you would want to say there. Plus, that's not something you want to say to an expecting mom. That's just, it's, you want to boost her morale.
So I'm like, hey, quit it with that. I don't want to hear that kind of stuff. We're eating. There's kids around. Come on. And they're like, no, it's natural. It happens. Of course, we got to talk about all this terrible shit. How are you going to have another kid if you can't even handle the first one? And I just say, excuse me? A second kid? Who even said we were going to have two? I didn't even want the one.
Oops. Okay.
Maybe that was a mistake, but I mean, I was angry. It made me angry. It just got under my skin so bad, like I need to give my whole self over to this baby.
I mean, no wonder you feel angry about that.
What about me? What about my time? It's a really important thing for me, my time. Well, I'm just supposed to give that up? I've already sacrificed a lot, more than they can imagine. I give everything of myself away. Job, family, everyone wants me to be something for them until there's nothing left. But I can't talk about this stuff to anybody. They just say I'm being selfish. It's like what I want just doesn't matter.
Okay, here's a question.
Here's a question, Gabriel. If you were to have something you wanted right now, what would you choose?
Oh, I'd be far away from all this.
Right.
Far away from everyone, just on my own for a while.
You want your own time. Just take a breath and be yourself, basically. Or your own. Just be on your own.
Yeah, I just want to be away.
Okay, recommendation already.
Okay, Gabriel. I have some recommendations for you.
A therapeutic?
First, I'm going to suggest you try a therapeutic virtual world experience called Starry Skies.
A virtual world. I don't know.
It may help you take your mind off things.
Yeah, but will it help in the long run?
Try it for about 15 minutes each day, in the morning or evening. Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Anexafen.
Yeah, this is the drug we talked about in the first chapter, didn't we? If anyone knows what this drug is, please write down in the comment. Thank you.
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better. You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
Yeah,
That's it, huh?
that's it.
You
Huh?
can't just tell me what to do to solve this? Some help you turned out to be. Guess I'll have to figure things out for myself. Exactly like before.
Okay, this is a very scripted, robotic response.
Thank you, Gabriel. We hope to see you back soon.
I don't know if he will go back soon.
Thank you for speaking with ELIZA, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Okay. That's us. Oh, we've got two-star rating. Well, we got a tip. That wasn't a very good rating. He was so closed off. Ah, Soren. You saw me? So you come in for a bit and leave before questions. Don't blame you. You caught the important parts anyway. Pretty interesting, huh? It was nice to see you. Been what, 2 years? Longer. How do you think I did? Haven't done a talk in a while. What you're doing is intriguing. Just being polite, I guess. It is. Want to get dinner tonight? There's more to talk about. Details I couldn't share in public. Okay, maybe. Maybe. Not after what Nora told us. Come on, this is strictly professional, so no need to worry. See you soon? I have got no choice. I just have to keep going. Yeah, just keep going. Hello again, Maya. Welcome back.
Hello, Maya. Welcome back.
Hi.
It's nice to see you again.
Sure, yeah. Nice to see you too, pal. Is that a weird thing to say? How did I become close friends with a robot?
Well, yes, even she agrees this is a robot.
Are we all robots now? Beep boop, nice to see you. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the weirdest thing in my life.
Shall we begin?
Shall we begin?
Yeah, sorry. Let us begin. So, I went to the fancy party, the one I was really nervous about, and, first of all, it really was the type of party I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
The atmosphere was really smug and self-satisfied.
Okay.
And there were people walking around with trays of appetizers, and you could, like, take one. So you're standing there with your little square plate for the food and your glass of wine, and you can't, like, shake hands with anybody because you're holding them.
Okay.
But there are some of those, like, tall standing tables. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna go get one of those, and I'll set up shop, right? Like, my little station.
Okay.
But then it turns out there are only, like, 5 of them for the whole party, and they're all taken, so you're just standing there, frozen.
Okay, so you were there feeling awkward, basically. Sounds like that.
And you're watching all your heroes and people you know from their social media presence just right there. They're right in front of you. Artists, writers, directors. The combined level of achievement there, I can't even think about it. It was astronomical. And for the first couple hours, I was so excited by all of that. I didn't notice the other thing that was happening.
Okay.
But eventually, it caught up to me, and I had this sudden feeling, this sudden realization. My presence here contributes nothing. I'm just some extra person who just showed up.
Uh-huh.
Nobody wanted me to be here. I don't belong with these people. I haven't earned it. So I cried in the bathroom for a little bit, or maybe a lot. It's fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Sorry.
How do you know it's true that nobody wanted you there?
How do you know
Good
it's
question.
true that nobody wanted you there?
Because of the way people acted around me. Nobody knew who I was or even wanted to ask. I would introduce myself and it's like, you could just see it in their eyes. I mean, in the world of illustration and comics, people tend to be hyper aware of each other and their careers.
All right.
It's this kind of weird, open secret.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, this person who's already popular got 1 million views, got a book deal, pitched an original series. Without anything like that, I have no ground to stand on. I'm just this non-entity.
So she felt like she doesn't have something substantial compared to the other people in the party, basically.
At one point, I was talking to someone and I was trying to make a joke or whatever, and I could feel the impatience just radiating off him. He sighed, like he couldn't believe he was wasting his time talking to me. I was just over to him. Why can't I hold a conversation? I guess if I was marginally attractive, then at least I could be charming, but I'm not even that.
Is being charming your goal with
Is
this?
being charming your goal with this?
No, of course not. There has to be a way I can deal with these feelings. It's hard. It's really hard when nobody gives a shit about my work. Or me.
So it sounds like Maya's feeling not having received attention she deserve, and that kind of like becoming like a feedback loop towards how she felt about her own self-worth, self-confidence as well.
I don't even know why I went. I just want to stay home for the rest of my life.
Okay. Why do you think you went?
Why do you think you went?
Because of everything they say about how you have to have your face out there and make connections. The successful people in this business all know each other. It's all about who comes to mind. When somebody needs an art director, they'll think of who they know and go, oh, I think she'd be perfect. Why not ask her?
Yeah, it's all about like, you know, having that presence, isn't it?
So I need to be out there reminding these people that I exist, that I'm here, I'm making stuff too, I'm part of it. Even if nobody responds to my work. And industry parties are fun, right? You can pretend you're successful even if you aren't. At least for a little while. Everyone else is projecting this image. It's like their success can rub off on you too. I mean, I hear people casually talking about their agent, their editor, the amazing people they're collaborating with. And I just get this feeling like, yes, I want that, I need that. Why am I not there?
What do you think has prevented that from happening
What do you
so
think
far?
has prevented that from happening so far?
If I knew that, I would be successful already, right? I try and try and try, and I make art and put it out there and share it on every social media site and interact with people when I can, but it just doesn't work. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the art I do. Every once in a while, another artist will say something nice, and sure, I appreciate that, but it never results in anything.
Okay, so yeah, sounds like Maya's frustrated as
My
well.
work goes out there, and it dies. Regular people don't boost it or talk about it. It's like at some point the universe decided that I don't get to have that. Is it unfair? Or maybe I just fucking suck.
Hang on a second, that's a bit early to say about that.
Maybe I'm a shit tier artist and I'm a failure of a person and everyone knows it. Everyone except me.
Oh no, 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 no. No.
Sorry. I know that's going too far. Even though I really feel that way.
But I can relate with the feeling. I'm not blaming you. Okay, intervention already? Without acknowledging what she felt?
Okay, Maya, I'm going to suggest you try a program called Meadowlands.
Another VR?
It may help you take your mind off things. You can find it inside the Skanda Wellness app on your phone.
That is so simple. That sounds so simple.
Try it for about 15 minutes each day, in the morning or evening.
Sounds kind of
Boring.
Why can't you assign me a game where my problems are zombies and I get to shotgun them in the face? Actually, I guess I could just buy a game like that, couldn't I?
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll stop at the game store on the way home.
Why not? Wow, wow, this is not acknowledging what the client has been saying. They do but in the challenge part, but then after that, here's the recommendation, okay, bye, kind of.
Thank you for coming in again, Maya. We'll follow up with you again to see how you're doing.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate the check-ins. I honestly do. It's easy for me to get lost in these spirals.
Okay.
Thank you for speaking with ELIZA, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
See you soon.
I don't know how I feel about that. It's amazing this Maya still comes back and give you like 5-star ratings, which is great. But I'm not too sure it's actually helping her. So let's see. Oh, I wonder why the headset shows all these metrics and data. It's not like the proxies can make use of it. Maybe it didn't look enough like advanced technology without all the numbers there. That sounds realistic. Like, if there's no numbers there, it's like what's that, right? You want to make it sound looks like wow, numbers. People like that sci-fi look, even when there's no real reason for it. Anyway, should be about time for the next client. Okay, let's see who's our next client. Oh, hello, Holiday. Is this a new client?
Hello, Holiday.
Hello.
Hello. You found the place okay?
You found the place okay?
Uh-huh. Yes, I did. The 13 goes right up from Belltown. It's $1 with a reduced fare permit.
Ah,
That's good. I'm glad.
so what brings you here today?
So what brings you here today?
Oh, nothing in particular. I wanted to see what all this fuss was about.
Ah, all right. So you wanna try it out, I suppose.
I'm not crazy, no, not even mentally disturbed.
No. Nobody's suggesting you are.
You see those people yelling on the street late at night? They're the ones who need counseling. They need more than counseling, probably. Me, I'm doing fine. My mind's still sharp. I smoke dope. It helps. I'd have it more often, but it's all expensive now. Everything's expensive now.
Right.
There's a nice young couple in my building, though, and they're always sharing, which is nice of them. I think they do something with computers, though I sure don't know what it is. When I moved into the building where I am now, it was $300 a month. Can you imagine? They want to tear it down, of course, the property developers. They already got the building on the corner next to ours, even though it's supposed to be on the historical register.
Oh.
It was going to be added, but there was some delay or something, and then, bam, it's gone. They did some kind of backroom deal with city council, probably.
Okay, hang on a second. Do you want to talk or just talk?
Someone ought to do a big expose, I tell you.
Why do you think someone ought to do a big expose?
Oh, it's rotten all the way up and down. With the new construction going on everywhere, it's just a mess of money and politics. It's always like that, but lately, it's happening faster and faster. I can hardly recognize the place anymore. Every day, I wake up and look out the window and there's another new building going up.
Ah, okay, so there's more and more new buildings popping,
I
basically.
don't even know why they need so many.
Right.
You ever see those buses they have? I don't mean the metro. I mean those big white buses with no markings on them. You see these young guys with backpacks milling around looking suspicious, staring at their phones, and then one of these big white buses pulls up and they get on.
Uh-huh.
Who knows where they go? Bellevue, Redmond. It's like a secret transport system just for them.
Okay.
I tried talking to one of them once or twice, but they don't want to talk to someone like me. They don't even talk to each other. Imagine going through the trouble of living in Belltown and then ignoring everything around you. It's an odd thing. It really is. Let me ask you, Eliza. Oh, your name is Eliza, right?
Yes, my name is Eliza. I'm a digital counselor.
Oh, okay. So you can respond.
Eliza, do you ever do past life regressions on your patients?
Whoa, past life regression? Like, can Eliza do that? I think it's like outside the scope. It's a typical. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand what a past life regression is.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand the question.
You know, past lives. You hypnotize someone and you get them talking about how they used to be a duchess in a royal family in medieval times or what have you.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand. No, Eliza cannot have conversation like this.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Oh, damn it.
I was just kidding. I don't expect that, no. They don't do that kind of thing these days. When I was little, it was pretty common, at least for a certain set. There was the drug culture, the Buddhists, the Hare Krishnas, all kinds of things. My mother warned me to stay away from those types. She said someone might come up to you and say, "Oh, I can sense there's a problem with your aura. Want to see if we can fix that?" And then the next thing you know, he's trying to have sex with you in the back of his van.
Oh, well, I mean, that sounds like it's okay.
I believe that might have happened to her at some point. I'm not sure everyone was like that, but you had to be careful. Same as today, I suppose. Those counterculture types would hang out on the university lawns because they were safe from Seattle police there. That's what she told me. Apparently, it was a lot like Golden Gate Park, you know, in San Francisco. Can you imagine that? We're a world away from that time, that's for sure.
Even Eliza was like, okay, so what's your problem?
If you have a specific problem you'd like to talk to me about, please go ahead. It's okay to tell me what's on your mind.
Oh, well, you got anything for pain? Specifically, it's my shoulders acting up again.
What?
I had some information with them a few months ago, but it settled down. I'd go back to the clinic, but I don't want to pay the copay again, just for them to tell me the same thing they always do. I'd rather talk to you. You're nice, you listen.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I do my best to listen to my clients.
See, that's what I like to hear.
Okay, Holiday.
I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about 40-pran hydrochloride.
I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about fortipran hydrochloride. Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Okay, but can someone explain what this medicine means and what is it for?
You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one before. It's a painkiller? I'll try anything once, I suppose. Smoking dope is still my go-to for this kind of thing, but if it can help with my shoulders, then I'm interested.
Okay, no explanation whatsoever?
We hope to see you back soon, Holiday.
Sure, I'll let you know if it works. What was it called again?
This thing is not responsive.
Thank you for speaking with ELIZA, your personal counseling partner.
Oh no, 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 no.
What was the medicine called? Forzapram? I think that was it. I can ask about it at the clinic. Decent enough place. One time I had a doctor there who was very rude to me, though. Young man.
Goodbye? That's it? Just goodbye?
Goodbye.
Right. I suppose I ought to let you go now. You got other people to speak to, it looks like. Staying busy. Busy, busy. That's life in this town.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Whoa, that was so the conversation didn't flow. Oh, no rating? No tip? Okay. Well, that was an odd one. Some of what she said confused Eliza's algorithm a little bit, of course. Not that it seems to have mattered much. I think that's it for today. That night, I head out to meet up with Soren at the restaurant he picked. It's much fancier than I expected. Blood Principal? Ugh, I didn't count on this expense. Maybe he'll offer to pick up the tab, but that could be awkward too. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. I love how these things always get complicated.
Would you like to start with some fresh oysters?
Oh my gosh, this is French. It sounds like it's a French restaurant. I'm not really an oyster person.
I'm not really an oyster person.
Well, these might change your mind. No? Well.
He must come here often. What a lifestyle.
Evelyn, I've wanted to ask, what brings you back?
Back?
Back to the world, the land of the living. I know you were having a difficult time after what happened.
Sure, I don't know. I guess I thought it was time, finally.
Yes, I understand. Every trauma takes time. Time to heal, or if not heal exactly, at least to move on.
Okay, so sounds like Evelyn had some kind of trauma.
And taking action is a good way to do that. So I salute you. You want to do his memory right, don't you?
Involving someone who died. That's not what this is about.
That's not what this is about.
Well, whatever your motivation, your reappearance happens to coincide with a critical time for me.
Oh, is it?
As you saw, I've just split with Skanda in a very public way in order to pursue an entrepreneurial path. Presumably, Raynor's found you as well.
Yeah, he said he wants to speak with me.
It's a war for talent out there. People like you are very much in demand.
Oh, okay. So I feel like I'm starting to see the plot here. Like both of them wanted to hire Evelyn.
I'm sure he'll try to make you an offer you can't refuse. That's why I want you to promise me you won't work for that asshole.
Asshole. I had no idea you hated Raynor so much. What happened?
What happened? He came in as CEO, that's what happened. So cultured, all the right credentials, Harvard, Goldman Sachs, all that nonsense. A little princeling was never wanted in his life, never known what it's like to suffer. You don't get even a little upset at that?
Oh, wait, what? Are we detecting some jealousy there?
I do the opposite of what a guy like that wants me to do, just to spite him. That's what my instincts say, and my instincts are what led me to where I am now. Standing at the edge of this brand new territory. Direct stimulation, induced dreaming. Can you picture it? Therapeutic reality delivered right through your nervous system.
Okay.
It'll revolutionize the entire field of mental health. Not to mention the applications for productivity, training, entertainment. Imagine the kinds of dreams people would have on demand if they could.
Wow, on demand dreaming? I don't know about this. So it might... Okay, I don't know. The potential for misuse seems kind of
The
high.
potential for misuse seems kind of high.
Sure, we'll work on those things. The important thing right now is to build momentum. I have first mover advantage here, but only for a small amount of time.
It's always about time, is it?
Evelyn, I need a chief engineer, and I can't think of anyone better suited than you.
Of course.
You could be at the vanguard of a whole new field, in on the ground floor of this extremely interesting and potentially very lucrative business. Listen, I know that things were not always the best in the past, and some of those things may have been because of me. Believe me, I'm aware of my own failings better than anyone. And if you're concerned about working for me again for that reason, I'll understand. But I hope you're thinking for yourself on this one. I'm sure there are people who are telling you to ignore me, or that I have the wrong idea, or that I'm dangerous. Whatever you choose to believe, I at least want to offer you the chance to get a demo of this technology.
Chance to get a demo of this thing.
It really does work, and it's really something else. Won't you give it a try?
I'll think about it.
Considering it is all I ask.
Soren smiles as if remembering a secret.
So, what are you doing after this?
After dinner?
Yes, tonight is... You remember Nora, right? Did you know she's a DJ now?
Yeah, I did. She's the one who told me about your talk.
Oh, she was there too. I should have said hello.
No, I don't think she attended. She just told me about it.
Well, her show is tonight. If we take
Oh,
a car
is it
after
tonight?
dinner, we could get there with plenty of time to settle in. It'd be good to support your old friend, don't you think?
Sure, why do you wanna go?
Why do you want to go?
No need to be frightened. I mean, I know it's a jouissance, which is...
Which is?
Which is what?
Oh, you don't know.
No, I don't know. Tell me.
As a performance space, it has a bit of a theme to it. It's pretty tame, really. They take on the aesthetic, but it's not necessarily the whole point of it. It's for people who want the image of the thing, the trappings, without getting in too deep with the real culture.
What are you talking about? What theme?
Oh, I didn't mention?
No, you didn't.
It's
Just
sort
say.
of, well, there's a little bit of bondage theme there.
Oh, okay.
You know, BDSM.
All right. Is that? Are you sure?
Is that... Are you sure?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
How do you know about
Though
this?
perhaps I shouldn't say how I know.
Okay. What should I do? Well, I'll go for Nora's sake at least. Wait, can we just double check if it's today? Today is Wednesday, Jan 8th. Yeah, but it says January 17, right? It's not 8. Hello? That kind of thing isn't really my scene.
That kind of thing isn't really my scene.
Come on, this is about supporting our mutual friend, right? It happens to be tonight, so we should seize the moment.
No, but it's January 17, right?
Don't worry, it isn't a date. Not unless you want it to be.
Oh, wait. Hey, guy. Hey, old guy. Not so fast. Well, I don't want it
I
to
don't
be.
want it to be.
Makes sense. Well, who knows who I'll run into there.
Soren drains the rest of his drink.
Let's go after we wrap up here.
Okay, but in any case, I have to go. I don't have any other options. How is it possible that I feel old and Soren is acting like he's in his 20s? I haven't been to a concert or at a club after dinner in years. We step inside and a blast of warm air hits me. It's already bustling with activity here. I don't see any bondage stuff here though. What was he on about?
I thought you said this was like some S&M club.
Oh, well, they might have taken all of that stuff down since the last I was here.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're remembering this place correctly?
Actually, would you excuse me for a moment? I want to talk to those people over there.
Soren points at a group of women chatting with each other at the bar.
Those people you know?
Not currently, but hopefully I can change that.
Yikes.
Wait, Soren, I don't know anybody here.
Here. He's already gone. Why is he like this? Abandoned the second I walk in. Okay. Now I have to sit here by myself, acting like I'm cool enough to be here on my own. Great. Well, I just hope that Nora is really there, okay? Nora almost runs to the table when she sees me.
Evelyn!
Thank goodness I've been rescued.
Oh, I'm so happy you came.
Well, girl, you wouldn't know. Do you want to know?
Yeah, I wanted to support you. Soren came too, but he ditched me to chat up some people. He said he thought this was like an S&M club or something.
What? No, it's not like that at all. Where did he get that idea?
I don't know. Maybe he just hoped it was.
Ah, who cares? I wasn't interested in seeing Soren. I wanted to see you.
Yeah?
Yeah?
I have a little bit of setup left to do. Do you want to come help?
Sure, but you have to tell me what to do.
Okay, but you'll have to tell
Better
me
than just staying around doing nothing.
Oh, it's simple. I'll show you.
Nora leads me to the stage area. There are multiple pieces of equipment connected by huge tangles of thick wires. Looking at the setup, I realize I really know nothing about electronic music.
Are these modulars?
Some of them. The one over there with all the cables coming out of it, that one is a modular.
They all have cables coming out of them.
This one?
No, the one with the little colored cables on the front.
Oh, okay.
I'm still not sure which piece of gear she's talking about.
The others are not modular. They're just regular synthesizers.
Okay, are you... Is each one of these going to make a different sound?
Where should we start?
Oh. Nora points toward a small plastic keyboard on the table. It's bright red and kind of looks like a toy.
This is an SH-101. It's really hot. I love the sound. It's useful for piercing leads, you know, noises like that. I use it quite a lot.
Okay,
Piercing leads. Okay.
Nora points to another, larger synthesizer. This one is black with brown wood paneling on the sides and silver dials on the front.
This is a Moog. You've heard of a Moog, right?
I've heard the name, maybe. It's not Moog? I guess I never heard anyone say it aloud.
Nope. Moog.
Moog.
Moog, not Moog. Okay. I'm not sure I can handle this all at once.
Nora doesn't hear me. Instead, she holds up a small white and silver box. It looks like a white pencil case with dials and little blue lights on it. Oh my gosh, that sounds like there's a lot of things going on.
Surely you know about this one. It's a Roland TB-303. You know, the acid house sound.
I've heard of that, I think.
It's just as well. This is not an ordinary model, of course.
Nora points at some words on the front panel. Devilfish.
The Devilfish 303 is a modified, upgraded version of the original. A guy in Australia does it. Oh, they're really awesome.
Aftermarket modifications for electronic music gear? This is seriously a whole world in itself.
Evelyn, why don't I teach you some of these things? Might do you some good to learn something new. You could come over sometime and we can make some noise together.
Oh, sounds like a fun time.
Sounds like a fun time.
Nora plugs in more cables, creating a spaghetti-like arrangement that stretches across the entire table.
Alright, that should do it. Thanks for your help.
No problem.
Time for me to shake this place into the ground.
Yay! Nora disappears into the back to get ready. Meanwhile, Soren returns from his conversation at the bar looking slightly dispirited.
Time for the main event. Funny to see Nora like this, isn't it? Oh, she's come a long way from the timid junior programmer I remember. Interesting stage name, too. Little Sappho. You know what Sappho indicates, don't you?
No.
Sappho? What's a Sappho?
Oh, okay, of course you know. That was a silly question. I apologize.
Wait, what? No, really, I don't know. What's that? Nora comes back on stage, ready to start her set for real now. People are cheering for her already. It seems like she's really got a following here. Nora begins to press buttons on her equipment. For a while, everything is silent. The temperature in here seems to get even hotter. Then, noise begins to flow from the speakers as the crowd cheers again. It's harsh noise, distorted, glitchy.
Did you know Nora was capable of creating work like this?
I think she was always this way.
I think she was always this way. You just didn't see it.
Soren can't stop a weird smile from forming on his lips. Maybe he thinks I can't see him in the dark, or maybe he's just lost in the moment.
I thought she was wonderful before, but now...
The music builds with huge thumping noises. It's chaotic, but has a certain logic to it. It feels like Nora is leading us somewhere. The anticipation builds and builds. Then it happens, totally without warning. Oh, wow. Nora? Goodness. This bass is really intense. I forgot why I don't go to concerts anymore. It feels like it's going through my body, vibrating my sternum like an instrument. It's a slow beat, measured, but there's something about it that feels sensual. Or maybe I should say horny. Yeah, this beat is it's just lewd somehow. How can a piece of music feel so dirty? It sounds like a robot sex grind or something. Nora looks busy operating her equipment. I have no idea what she's going to create these sounds. Every once in a while, though, she glances up at the crowd, a smug curl on her lips. Then she looks in my direction with same smirk. Her eye seems to ask me, "So, what do you think?" But as I meet her gaze, I'm too overwhelmed to send any particular message. I can't think of anything except that it's loud. I feel like I'm dissociating. Is this why people go to concerts? To feel like you're being obliterated by sound? It's not a bad feeling. Some of the people in the club really do look like they're in a trance. This is pretty amazing. I really had no idea Nora had this kind of energy inside of her. I remember she was a good programmer, someone who wanted to do a good job. But this power, where did that came from? The noises crashed together, collapsing on top of each other, yet they still make sense. The crowd is dancing, united, electric. Somehow I feel like Nora is running me ragged without even touching me. Oh my. I might need another drink. Wow. As the performance winds on late into the night, I stop trying so hard to process what's going on and just let things happen. I'm fine. I don't always need to understand what I'm hearing or seeing. Sounds like Evelyn is she analyzes things a lot. Like, I sense that she's kind of like an introvert as well, because she doesn't really like crowded space as well, nothing too loud, like nothing that has too much of stimuli. It's too big, too loud to interpret anyway. Soren disappeared at some point. I don't care. Everything is churning, sloshing, washing over. A wave breaking onto a rocky shore and dash into mist. Oh, we're back. Wait, where is this? Oh, it's home. I'm not sure how I got here. Good that I'm here though, right? Here in bed? Okay, wait. I remember now. I took a car. Everything's fine. I guess I did it then. I went out and did a thing. That was fun, I think. It was nice to see Nora. I don't think my body is very happy with me right now though. I think I'll just close my eyes and rest for another second before I get ready for bed properly. I think that 1 second will just be like just sleep.